The hell are you? Huh? What's up? Hi guys. Hi. He turned his volume down. Well, I think it turned up. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here because I got a little errand to run. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Hi Lakita. Hey beautiful. Hi Joel. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in here in a while. Hi Natasha. Oh, look at all my people coming in here that y'all always look, it be the same. Look, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and supporting me and everything. I shut up, Candace. Hi, baby. Hi. Yes. Hi, Royal. How are you? Hi, Diane. I'm an hour late. It's I suck dick from the bike from YouTube in the chat. Hi, friend. Um, we've been renovating and we've been tired, child. Oh, explains. That explains it. Yeah. That physical and that mental drain is people don't realize that being mentally exhausted can make you physically exhausted. And then to top off that you're actually physically also working hard, it's like double exhaustion. So I get it. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Tanika. Yeah, so what make sure you guys hit that like button, that subscribe, that notification bell, whichever platform you're on. Make sure you hit those likes so I can pop up better on your timeline. Um So yeah, make sure that you hit that like button. It's free. I promise I'm not asking you for a dime. Just hit that like button. That's it. Hi Samantha. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Shayla. Yeah, I was saying, you guys, thank you so much for supporting me. I see a lot of the same names that I always see in here, and I really, really appreciate it. It's like it means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. And, I love the little community that we've built here, and it's only going to keep growing. So, but it's only going to keep growing if you keep hitting that like button. If you don't keep hitting that like button, then we going to be a small village. I want us to be, a city and not just a little village, sharing a hut. So you got to hit that like button so we can expand. You feel me? So, oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Aish. Oh, thank you, Shayla. Yeah. So, what are we talking about today? I guess we get the light stuff out the way. That motherfucker right there is not real. Ain't that what she was doing on the plane? That motherfucker right there is not. That motherfucker right there. That motherfucker right there is not real. Okay, so apparently she we know that the airplane meltdown girl that said she saw some like a fake person and a morphing shapeshifter. Thank you, Angel. Um thank you, Stephanie. Um okay, so apparently now the government is confirming for a fact that there are other biological life forms. Hi, Lorena, and that basically aliens are real. We knew this already. We've seen enough. We've had enough experiences. Y'all have already revealed, in the Air Force revealed, like in 2019, 2018, last decade, the Air Force had came out and said that there's a spacecraft that hovers over New York City that's about the size of a football field, and that they've seen it. They know it's there. There's nothing really they can do about it. But yeah, that was confirmed years ago. So like we knew already because people are like, why? Thank you, Christy. Um, people are like, why don't people care that the government has revealed that there are aliens? And like, well, it's not surprising. I mean, it's cool that they confirmed it, but like we knew it's cool though. But I mean, like, is they gonna come down and help us pay some of these motherfucking bills? Is they gonna help the economy? Is they gonna lower gas prices? Is they gonna take us up out of this bullshit and take us to a utopia? Where we ain't gotta pay for. You know what I mean? Like, take me somewhere with some free resources and some free room and board and a free vehicle, bitch. I'm tired of working. I've been working for a long time. I'm tired. My body's starting to be a little beat up behind it. So if one of them motherfuckers want to come down in one of them rotating discs and zap me up to the place where I belong, they can come on with it. I would not object. Come on down, take me to a planet with some free groceries and some free gas, the E85 gas. Give me a nice, bitch, you could put me in a smart car. I'm not discriminating, bitch. I can fit in one now. Yeah. I can fit in a smart car now, bitch. You put me in a smart car. I don't care. Just zap me up out this bullshit here. Hey, Mark. Thank you, friend. But yeah, the aliens, those motherfuckers right there are real. So yeah, next topic we're talking about Carly Russell. Carly Russell done been charged for wasting these people time down in the Alabama, and she is facing 2 years. And you could see the mental instability and the in her eyes and that smile, just something. Hi, Sandra. Something about that them eyes just say, I'm not well. All is not well here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, okay? Sorry to divert from the topic, but make sure you're hitting that like button for me, okay? I really appreciate that. It's free, not asking you guys for a dime. The like button, it helps a lot. So make sure you're tapping on that. Really dig in there and pump, whatever you got to do. But hit that like button. But yeah, Carly is she's been arrested. I feel like because this is a black girl, a brown skinned black girl at that, not a light skin, not even a light skinned girl, not even a Danny Lay type, but just a full blown black woman. I feel like, she gonna get some time. They gonna do something. Thank you, Davita. I feel like a nice fine would do her well, and a sentence to a mental health care facility would do her best. I feel like putting her in jail is not going to remedy the problem. Yes, she probably won't do another kidnapping hoax, but her mental instabilities will definitely manifest in other ways, and I just don't feel like locking her in prison for 2 years is the answer. This is somebody who is suffering with mental health issues. Clearly, like, you can literally see it on her face. It's undeniable that this is a mental health case. And exactly, Shady, jail is going to make her worse. Hit that like button. And jail is going to make her worse. And she definitely needs. They could put her in an institution for 2 years. I would feel more comfortable with that, knowing that. Okay, so moving forward, speaking of things being locked up, well, this person isn't locked up, but their son is. Nene Leakes did, and that came out shady. And I real life did not mean for that to come out like that. Am I just shady by nature? I did not mean that to come out like that, like in real life. Um, but anyways, Nene did an interview with former Real Housewives of Atlanta executive producer Carlos King on his podcast, and um, and she talked about everything. It's a two-part interview. The next part is coming out this week coming up, so we'll be tuned in for that. Um, she talked about a lot of things. She mentioned she poked fun at the failing ratings of the current season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they brought up how at one time 5-6 million people were watching them at their peak during season 6, I believe, and how only like 500 to 800,000 people are watching now. And Nene's so shady. She talking about that's a big difference. That's a sinking ship. Well, it's better to be on the boat than stranded on the pier. Catch. But those girls are still working and employed, and you're trying to play up this cameo that you have on, this Bia video, and nobody really listens to Bia. But, I love that, people are talking about you and that you're getting exposure. And I would definitely like to see Nene on my TV screen in some capacity again. It won't be on Bravo unless there's some sort of a magical come to Jesus moment where Andy Cohen slips and hits his head and suffers amnesia, and he's hypnotized into thinking that him and Nene are best friends by a professional grade soap opera level hypnotist. Then maybe Nene can get back on Bravo, but I just don't see her on that network. If Carlos King, he was in this interview talking about how much he loved her and how you mean the world to me and you're just everything that a friend could be, that a woman could be, that a human could be. You're everything and more. You're beyond what beyond could possibly be. Then Carlos, why you ain't gave her a show on your on own under your umbrella? Thank you, Tanisha. You see it? You see it, girl. You see it, don't you? No. Yes, but why don't you hook up Nene with a job? You know that y'all get along. You know how to direct her. You know how to handle her. She know how to work with you. She love you. You love her. Why don't you give her a show? Or why don't you throw her in one of those shows that you on now? Why don't you throw her in Love and Marriage? Or why don't you throw her on Bell Collective? You know what I'm saying? Nene has been featured in O Magazine before. OWN is the network that Carlos King works for. Carlos King, talk to Oprah like, hey girl, my girl Nene, she needs some work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, she talked about her son, whichever one is the one that's having all the legal troubles. I don't know if it's Brent or Bryson. I get them confused, the names. I don't know which one is which, but the 31-year-old one, the one that's in and out of jail and on the drugs, that one. The one that she always had the issues with over the years. She said that she feels like, hit that like button. She said she feels like she embarrassed him. Is Bryson Tiffany? Okay, so Bryson. So Bryson, she feels like she embarrassed him on television when she told him, you done lost your damn mind. And now you come back here when you find it. She said that, I think that was season 2 or 3. And she said that she feels like, and he was like 17 at the time. She said she feels like that embarrassed him on a public level that he never really got over, and she regrets that. And she said that she'll never wash her hands of him completely because that's her son, that's her child. She'll never wash her hands of her children completely, but Yeah, she said that, with him being grown, his problems are his problems. She said that she still talks to that man, John, that white man that bought her that Rolex. Yeah, bling, 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 bitches is that. Um, so she still talks to him. She had just got off the phone with him before the interview, and he had offered to pay for Bryson's rehab when he get out the clinker. And she said that she's taking him up on that offer. She said that her and John, that he pretty much offered, like, he gave her all his money. Like, he just, like, whatever she wanted to buy, she could have it. But outside of that, they didn't have anything. They didn't have a connection, baby. The way, I'm sorry, rest in peace, Greg. Rest in peace. But the way Greg would have got left in the dust, and I would have married that man immediately. Baby, John, baby, that, like basically she made it sound like they didn't even have like sex or nothing. He would just give her his money, and if he had a friend, if she had a friend with her, oh, Mark, my Nene voice. She said if Nene had a friend with her, the friend could buy something too. John would have been off the market. I wouldn't, baby. My hooks would have been sunk into him so deep and threaded into his flesh. I would have been married and in the will. No, ma'am. She was, but Greg was her destiny. So you can never fight destiny. So that was, Greg was who she was meant to be with. So she was with who she meant to be with. But John is right. John is still in the picture, and she ain't with that African man no more. Baby, the way I would hop on John. John, John would feel good. John would feel like he was the man. Nene, girl, you talking about, I'm only going to date a man for money. He's got to be wealthy. He's got to have more than me. And like, there he is. He right there. He on your line, your direct line. And he's providing for your big grown ass 31-year-old child that could definitely provide for himself, but he's offering off his own free will. Girl, that's the man right there. I don't know. You said you want a bag. you said you want a bag. Get the bag. Marry the bag. Like, I'll walk down the aisle in my motherfucking street clothes. We ain't even got to do the whole wedding and production. Bitch, I'll walk down the aisle in a beater and some sweatpants and some Crocs. Like, just make sure that the bank account is joint and I'm in the will. I ain't picky. But Nene want what she want. And she said she described what she want, and then she said that the main, like, it wasn't making sense. It's like, is it some cap in there? Because it's like, if you say you want to date for money, and then it's somebody right there that wants you to date them and give you their money, why you not doing it? Because she not with that African man no more. She said they not together. That married African man. Because Carlos King had asked her, you're famous for saying close your legs to married men, but then you turn around and open your legs to a married man. I said, oh, not you gagged your bestie, because she sure did pause for a second. Like, well, actually, Kim and Big Papa, when they were together, Kim, Big Papa was never divorced. Niani is divorced as we speak. Like, yeah, he's divorced now. What? But when you got with him, he was married. He's married. He's divorced now. But when y'all initially hooked up, he was still married. So, you know, that I mean, Nene will rewrite history, baby. That's one thing I noticed with listen to her talk. She is a fan of revisionist history. Um, Carlos King asked her, "Hey, do you feel like as things went on with the show, you developed an ego?" He's like, "No, I don't think so. I don't feel that way." Like, you definitely did, girl. And it started to develop at the season 4 reunion, going into season 5 and on. Like, you did. But I mean, like, she did. She made a good point when she was like, when I came on the show, they was picking me apart for my skin, my titties, my quick weave, my teeth, my nose. So she said, so I got all that fixed. And then everybody was like, oh my gosh, she did her teeth, her hair, her titties, her nose, and her, she was like, so which one is it? What do the people want? So I feel her on that, but we weren't talking about your physical change, Nene. She mentioned the physical change. We're talking about the change in your persona. She looks amazing. She looks great. Like Nene is a whole baddie out here now. And just to think like this lady finna be 60 years old and she is bad. Nene is bad. Like, I am not a hater at all. We gonna call a thing a thing. That lady is bad now. She got her shit together. But your persona, you did change, Nene. You did. But it's kind of hard, hit that like button. It's kind of hard to people will tell you stuff about you, because I know it's like this with me. People will tell you stuff that they notice about you, and you honestly don't notice that you're doing it, and you just don't feel like it, and you'll get defensive. Like, I'm not like that. Why are you trying to make me sound like I'm the villain or the bad? You know what I mean? But then when you look at it, it's like, oh, wow, that really is what's going on. But you have to be mature enough to admit your own flaws. You have to be receptive to listening and not always think that somebody's attacking you because they're giving you an honest critique. You did change, Nene. You did change. Hit that like button. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to part 2 of the interview. They're going to be talking about her lawsuit with Andy Cohen and what went left there. So I'm looking forward to hearing that, and I will definitely we will definitely be talking about that. But what do I think about Nene overall? I think that at times, I never seen somebody be so real and so full of shit at the same time. And it's like the two clash and like kind of fuse and meet in the middle. It's weird. Like, is she a real ass bitch and she full of shit at the same time? I can't explain it. It's like one of those things you have to watch it in real time to really understand it. You have to like really follow her and be familiar with her to understand what I just said. So yeah, Nene's stores. Tiffany Tucker Dixon said, "What happened to her stores? They closed down randomly. The people went to work, and then the stores were just closed." That's what happened. But what else is going on in the news? There's the whole thing about trans women, biological women, cisgender, women saying that they don't want to be referred to as cisgender. Okay, it's easy. Women say, "Don't call me that." Not calling you that. As far as how you feel about the conversation and I am not on that. I'm not on either side. I'm not, I can't relate to the trans woman experience. I can't relate to the woman experience. So you all are allowed to feel how you feel. you are definitely, if you say, hey, don't don't call me cisgender. I'm a woman. Call me a woman, plain old woman. Just call me plain old woman. You got it, woman. I am out of the conversation. Please take me out the group chat. I am not in it. Um, I am a gay black man living in America. I have my own set of struggles that I have to deal with on my day to day. So if y'all need me, I'm here for support, but I'm not in it. I'm out of the group chat. So I definitely respect people, um, not wanting to be called whatever they don't want to be called. I've always had that politic. Like if people have a nickname and people like, if somebody's name is Terrell and I call them Rail and they be like, hey, don't call me Rail. Okay, Terrell. It's easy. So women are crying out saying, hey, don't call me that. Okay. It's easy. It's a lot of discourse. Alicia Howell said, don't call me female. I've definitely heard that. And I get that because I feel like female is describing like the species or something. It's kind of like taking the humanity out of calling, out of referring to a woman. When I say, oh, that female over there, it's like almost like an animal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I making sense, Alicia? Like I feel like it takes the humanity out of it. It's almost like borderline disrespectful. So, woman. So, I mean, it's real easy. Women are saying, call me woman, and then it's women and then it's trans women. And then I feel like this discourse is, I feel like it went left unnecessarily. And my post that I had made about it, I read it back and I was like, my tone was a little aggressive. So, I own that and, I do apologize for that, saying that people need to take a break from social media. And it was kind of condescending the way I worded it in my post when I had posted the definition of cisgender. So if I offended any of you women's out there, if I offended my women's folk, y'all know I love you. And I do apologize for that. Upon doing more research on this and, reading comments and seeing how it makes people feel, I get it. So you won't be getting called that by me. So, no disrespect. You know what I mean? So yeah. What else are we talking about today? That manatee had died after his brother took him to Pound Town and had made a 14.5 centimeter long tear in his colon. Baby, he lifted that fin up and took that brother to Pound Town and fucked him to death. And like, were these the Alabama or the West Virginia manatees? Because I didn't know, like, what, like, how did this, like they didn't have no girl. Hit that like button. They didn't have no girl manatees in the tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's water and like it's not no lubricant. I don't know how do like that didn't hurt. Like, I mean, it did. It clearly hurt because he died. But like water sex, I don't know. I ain't never had sex under the sea. So if you have, drop down in the comments and let me know how that works, because water is not lubrication. So I don't know. I don't know what made him jump on his brother fins like that and made him take his brother to Pound Town the way that he did, but Lord, rest in peace to that manatee. Sorry to that manatee. And then the girl had made the post online talking about, I want somebody to F me in the ass for an hour. Girl, and like I said, girl, you're going to end up just like that manatee. Like, An hour of anal? An hour? What the fuck is wrong with people in the world? Like, no, that's not bitch. Bitch, that clock start approaching an hour. You getting the old Liu Kang kick to the chest and the chin. Like, get the fuck off of me. Like, an hour has passed. Like, you're not talk about a motherfucking prolapse. No, ma'am. So, Tina Lawson and her husband, Divorceville, his Twitter likes had came out, and some of the stuff he was liking. He was liking BBWs with tig old bitties and big old ussies, baby. And it was some other stuff in there too. You know what I mean? Look, let me just give you that look. It was some other stuff in there too. I saw it. So, I don't know if he was cheating or if he was a porn addict or if he was a bisexual cheater or I don't know what was going on, but Tina hit it. But, videos was surfacing of them just plain old not getting along. So, I noticed, thank you, Dee Dee. I noticed that after Tina house had got broke into was when, that them separation rumors had started getting real loud. So, I feel bad for her. She's 69. He's 76. At 69, Tina, baby, you might as well go on and get back with Matthew and convince him to and convince Beyonce to get back with Destiny's Child and give us another Destiny's Child album or a Destiny's Child tour. They ain't even got to give us an album. Give us a Destiny's Child tour. I'll settle for that, baby. Now that tour is gonna sell out. That will sell out. That they are, baby. Blue Ivy's grandchildren will be set. So yeah. I say just go on and get back with Matthew at this point. Yup, she taking Matthew's name. She never left Matthew's name. She was Tina Knowles Lawson. She gonna drop that Lawson off and she gonna be back to Tina Knowles. And she ain't gonna go by, her maiden name is Beyonce. So she basically named her, she gave her daughter her last name as a first name. So she ain't going back to Tina Beyonce. She gonna be Tina Knowles. I say just go on and get back with Matthew. Child, he ain't shit. You got your ways about you too. So because the word on the street is that both of y'all was cheating on each other. So, ain't no victims. Both of y'all was cheating. So Matthew was out here getting that ussy and she was getting zick. Oh, Matthew is married now? Oh shit. Well, Matthew never objects to a good time. If Tina called him up, he'll be right there, wife and all. Going to take him back. She can get him back. Just be like, I think you should leave her and be with me. Matthew be like, okay. Okay. You ain't got to tell me twice. I thought her last name was Beyonce. Beyonce, fiance. It's all the same. So that's pretty much all I got for today. If I'm missing anything, please drop down in the comments real quick and let me know. I've got to meet up with the local rug dealer to to get my treats. So oh, you said a Trina wrap. Okay, yes, I haven't done a Trina rap in a while. Okay, so let's see. What would Trina say this week? Um, Alicia Howell, let me send you some edibles. Hit my inbox, baby. Send them. Yes, I will definitely plug and promote to the death of me. Hop in my inbox, baby. Yes, I'll give you my info today. Um, let's see. What's the topic? Trina would say what? Um, he's let's see, wait. So my mouth was moving faster than my brain. Give me a second. um he stopped me in the mall. He thought I was Beyonce. He dropped down on one knee and asked to be my fiance. Like, yeah, there we go. And no, ma'am, he definitely didn't think you were Beyonce. I call cap. It's the cap for me. That's pretty much all I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you so much. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already on the way out. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Love you. Bye.